Good morning to each and every one of you. We're about to have an amazing conversation that I think is going to positively impact you. Hello, my name is Larry D. Reid, and I am the host of the Larry Live Show. I'm also the founder of the MBN Network Global. And this show, Larry Live, has been a staple in the online Black spiritual community for commentary on spiritual matters as well as political and just what is happening in our culture, particularly the church culture, for many years now. But in the recent years, a few years now, we've been really laser focused on making sure what we bring to you here actually is empowering and educational and not just entertaining. And so, twice a month, at least twice a month, although sometimes I get real liberal, I come out here on the main platform, the Larry Live platform, and I let you look into our community. And we call it Reformation. And inside our community, Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Live. We have so much empowering spiritual education that goes on at many different levels. And I'm going to present that to you today. But most of all, I want to make sure you're clear about the month of May. You can always come back here to this platform on the first Sunday, or either maybe a Wednesday, whichever is first for the month, and you can find out what Spirit has communicated to me to communicate to my community to let you see out here concerning that particular month. And if you've been following us for some years, you know that we have seen it before they said it, and we have been given information about what is happening so that we have the clarity and the cutting edge when it comes to maneuvering in this moment. And the month of May, Spirit said this in March, and I made known to you guys on April the 1st that April and May should be seen as a day. May is a new day. Every month is a new moment. But May, for the last 3 years, and this will be the third year, I always find myself in a conversation about the mastery. And I want to help you master this moment called May. From May forward, what should I be doing? What should my business be doing? My relationships, what are happening in my relationships? Now, I've been doing this for a while, so I know the capacity that you have to hear me for an hour or two. I also understand that I must get through your filters. Some of you are in a distortion, like our president. We're all under the Gemini distortion, but some of you may, for some reason, have something broken in your awareness to where you can hear or attend a moment and hear what is said that you need so bad, but you just don't get it. You don't hear it. It don't get in. So this is what I want to say to you. I'm gonna do my part by being repetitive all month long and taking you deeper and deeper and deeper into the divine components of this month as revealed unto me. But there's a responsibility that you have, and that responsibility is you got to right now begin to speak certain things over your awareness and your consciousness. I don't want you to beg God out of desperation. I want you to speak with clarity and say, my mind and my heart is penetrated by the words that I will hear today as it relates to the month of May. It is so in Jesus' name, Ashe and amen. That's what you need to do a few times right now. Begin to speak over your mind and pray so that that thing that you haven't been able to hear and get clear on, today it get inside and it takes root and germinate and it changes how you show up as a business owner in the roles that you play in the world that you are in. Pray right now over your mind and over your heart. I come back, I'm going to begin this conversation and share with you what the Spirit has said to me concerning this month. I'll be right back.
Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here, you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Lifestyle Plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AIR project, we're creating jobs in Africa, beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be a part of our daily prayers, weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, Sundays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Breakdown Q&A Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on Patreon, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us on patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid, an examination of the Larry Reid Live Show perspective. Available now on Amazon and Kindle. Inside, he shares his unfiltered perspectives on the issues the church often avoids: the role of women, deconstruction, fatherlessness, homosexuality, decolonization, and the clash between Western and African Christianity, and so much more. Get your copy today on Amazon and Kindle.
Make sure you pick up the I Choose Me .store merchandise. I Choose Me .store merchandise. It's a statement. I know many of you have been having dreams, and I want to help you decode this message that Spirit is giving to you. See, you are consistently receiving signals, and you're consistently seeing symbols. Some of you have been seeing numbers, and then you dream these things, and you're sitting in a wonder. Well, I've created a chat GPT. I want you to click the link, and I want you to download it, and it'll show up on the left-hand side, and it says the Dream Guide from the side. I've been interpreting dreams for many years. So click the link, and you are going to be able to have me in your pocket, on your device, on your phone, whenever you wake up first thing in the morning. Write down the dream, and then copy and paste it into the chat GPT. Then it's going to give you the interpretation and explain to you the symbols. Be very descriptive in your typing up of the dream. And then what it gives you, I want you to copy and paste and put it back into the space where you record all of your dreams. These dreams are like a letter that comes from God, unopened. And with the chat GPT, you will be able to open this letter and read the message that is coming from the mind of the Spirit concerning you and yours. Click the link right now. There's another chat GPT that I want to introduce to you. And this chat GPT is for those of you that are decolonizing and deconstructing in the world of your faith. As a Christian, we are taught to beg, ask the Lord, the Master, the King, for all of these different things. And that type of praying, we have used it for years, and it has worked because of our intention, but there's a better way to pray. And this new chat GPT is going to transform the way that you pray and help you pray decolonized prayers. This is where you pray with the understanding that God is not outside of you, but operating through you as source, creator, the divine intelligence. Begging is not praying. And begging while you're praying is not the best way to pray. And this chat GPT helps you pray in a way that is both spiritual, technicalized and empowering, bringing together your mind and your feelings, your energy, your body, all together involved in the manifestation of what you want with your mouth. Your mouth is one of the greatest manifestation tools you have. And this chat GPT is going to teach you how to pray it into form. Download it right now. You see the link, hit the link, and it's going to integrate with your chat GPT. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I hope that you saw the link in the chat and you hit the link for you to download the Dream Guide from the side so it can integrate with your open AI. And there's another chat GPT that is for decolonized prayers. The link has been placed in the chat and it will be under this video for you to come back and hit the link. Today's date is March the 3rd. We're 3 days into the month, and I'm going to let you know what we should be focusing on from this month forward. And this is a month of mastery, and I'm going to explain some things to you. And if you are in the chat, let me know what city and state that you are or country you're watching from. Please give me, normally we're here from 8 to 10 on Sundays. I'm going to try to take less time and just use today to set up for the month. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be discussing every week. I'm going to put it up. I broke it down into a syllabus so that you will know. For those of you that are following us very closely, you may not week 2 or week 4 see us out here, but it will be happening. So this is the reason why you should sign up right now. Go ahead and sign up for the year. Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Don't use your Facebook to sign up, make your account. Use your email address to sign up for that service. And we're over there doing what we are supposed to be doing. All right, so I see you, Greensboro, New Orleans, Gainesville, Florida, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Olive Branch, Mississippi. Wow. Forney, Texas. Hello, Rhonda Jones. How are you doing? Okay, if you're watching us on YouTube, take a moment and hit like. If you're watching us on Facebook, please hit like. It's early in the morning. It's on a Sunday. And this content is teaching and empowering. Oprah said this when she started her platform. She had all these amazing millions of views for the Oprah show that was really like an empowerment space. And then she started the own network and she noticed that people weren't watching. So then she tapped Tyler Perry and a few others to give her drama and salaciousness on her platform. And that brought the viewers. And then eventually some of those viewers will watch Super Soul Sundays, and the success of the OWN network is history. And that's what we got to do right here. We got to use some wisdom and mix it and balance it so that people will get involved. So you hitting that like help us get into the algorithm of some of those people who may say, you know, today I want to take a break from the commentary, the gossip space, or taking in a lot of information. I just want to empower me. Well, that's what I'm going to attempt to assist you in doing. Rosedale, Mississippi, Oklahoma City, Franklin, Virginia. Okay, I'm saying cities I don't know nothing about. Hartford, Connecticut. Wow. Okay. All right. So we are from coast to coast, I see. All the way from the east, the Midwest, and the West. All right. Okay, so this is the theme for the month. The theme for the month is mastering the moment. And I want you to look at this graphic. I want you to see the hands of time. I want you to see the black hand that is maneuvering and managing the time. Shout out to Claude Hamilton for really catching this prophetically. It is extremely important that you understand that your life must be lived from out of the black space. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. Black is the beginning of us all, and it's a consciousness and not just a skin hue. It is a technology. It's a consciousness. It's a technology. It's a political stance. It's a stance amongst humanity. The blackness, the black hand. So I want all of you to pay attention to this and see this, that in order for me to navigate, in order for me to master this moment, I must embrace black. You must hear and see through the lens called black. You must resolve and rethink from the consciousness called black. Are you seeing that? So your mastery is tied to your black consciousness. Hear me, Black Americans. Hear me, Black people of all different skin tones. I want you to know that your blackness and black consciousness is key and foundational for navigating this moment that we are in politically, spiritually, socially, financially. You've got to be in your black. I want you to put in the chat, I stand in black. I stand in black. I stand in black as a consciousness. I stand in black as an awareness. I stand in black because it is my reasonable service. Because, you know, black is humane and black is inclusive, not exclusive. It's inclusive. So I want you to really understand this statement. And this is going to put you in a certain space because black is consciousness. And you're going to begin to attract a different type of friend, a different type of partner, a different type of conversation. And you're going to participate in friendships and in conversations and in business from a different space because you have came in covenant with black, which is a consciousness, which is a vibration, which is an awareness, which is inclusive. So in and everything that does not have the mission of bringing no harm, your blackness is going to cause you to separate from that thing. And you're going to separate from that thing ultimately if it doesn't change. Your first initiative been in black consciousness, black vibration, black frequency, and black spirit. The first thing you're going to attempt to do is to reform. But if that doesn't happen, you shake the dust and you move on because you must maintain and keep intact your black. We all got to. Having black skin or heavily melanated skin is just not enough. That's not enough. You got to be in your blackness. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Which will let you know, if you understand clearly what I'm saying, that everyone with black skin is not black, because black is a consciousness, a vibration. It is an awareness. It literally is the space and place from which everything comes out of the black. Every idea begins in the void. Everything that would be created happens in the black. The heaven and in the beginning, the heaven and earth was without form or void. It was in the black. So I need for you to be very clear that no matter your skin color, if you're going to navigate this time safely and successfully, this month safely and successfully, you have got to do your navigation from the world of black, from the vibratory frequency black, from the consciousness and awareness called black, that inclusivity, that harmlessness towards none. I mean, harmlessness towards all. That is necessary. Okay, and that's foundational. All right. Are you with me in this? All right, so in just a few, probably in about 45 minutes after I teach some, you're going to have an opportunity to support this black business, this black organization, this very black initiative that is in America and also deeply in Ghana, also in Dubai, you're going to have an opportunity to support. And it's the fifth month. Now, we don't do simple donations here, we do seed sowing. And I hear a lot of people say, sow seed, and they don't understand the concept. In order to sow a seed, there has to be a field created that has the ingredients and the components innately that causes anything planted in it to grow and to then become. So if the person sitting in front of you, even when you go to church this morning, some of you may go, if they haven't successfully created a field, a technology for you to put your seed in so it can go through seed, the time, and eventually the harvest, then you don't plant. And I don't care how weird it is, if everybody's doing it except for you, you must master the moment. Mastering the moment is personal. It is not the collective's thing to do. It is something that you must do. When it comes to mastering the moment, you can't think in a pair. I don't care how married you are. I don't care how great your best friend is. When it comes to mastering the moment, you got to master your own personal moment. And if everybody in your squad, on your team, and your spouse, and in your house, they're all doing the same thing, then there's harmonization amongst everybody in the process. But if one person decides, I'm not going to master, then there's an off key. There's a vibratory frequency that isn't harmonizing. And so I want you, without being concerned about nobody that you're married to, that you're best friends with, that you gave birth to, spouse, or in your house, I want you to hear me and listen to what I'm saying selfishly, and bring the alignment and the correction, the enlightenment and the education to yourself in this moment. In just a few minutes, you can have an opportunity to sow a seed, which is going to be coming up about 45 minutes in the middle of the teaching. And we're going to be seed sowing in fives. And you're going to understand why fives in just a little bit. Please listen to me so that when it's time to sow your seed, that you can be in the magic of this money exchange. Okay? So because we're all from different levels of our of faith, we're all at different levels in our faith and finances. We have 4 different seed amounts that you can sow. And we have named them in tiers: partner, high performer, stakeholder, and supersede. That's partner, high performer, stakeholder, and supersedes. And that is the partners of this moment, the high performers of this moment, the stakeholders of this moment, and those that will supersede this moment, funding what it is that we must do in the future as relates to MBN Network G and in Ghana. So the partner, everyone here, $55.55, 4 fives. 4 is order, and 5 is versatility, transition, and so much more. And I'm going to even tell you in a Pan-African sense what 5 means. And high performer, 1, that 1 is for leadership, 55. Stakeholder, 2. Every married person under the sound of my voice that has a part that's in partnership of any kind should do 255. And then those of you that have businesses, that have successful businesses, or maybe your business is going through a struggle, the seed can bring what you need. Absolutely. It'll cost, think about it. Need, seed, root word seed, see. That seed can cause you to see to the meeting of your need. Absolutely. Been there, done that 1,000 times. That's 55555. That's 5 fives, $555.55 to supersede. And those of you that are doing the partner seed, you are helping us do what we have been called to do in America and abroad. And we thank you so very much. And those of you Celestial Circle members, at least once a week you have to maintain your membership. You know exactly what you have to do. Okay, high performance stakeholder, though, we have another prophet in the community that is going to be contacting you. Those of you that are donating at those levels, he's going to be calling you and giving you the prophetic word. And thank you for your seed. And those of you doing the super seed, you will hear from me directly. It's not AI, it is me speaking to you directly. Is going to be sent to you according to what I see, sense, and hear. Whether that be prophecy or a loved one from the other side through mediumship or whatever it may be, you're going to hear from me. Those you supporting us at that level, we'll let you know how to do that. In fact, go ahead and drop the link, that one link to do the master seed, so that people know, not the Taruma link, but just drop that link. So if anybody's here that wants to do that and then leave, they can do that. Okay. Now, by this time, everybody should have hit like and have shared. Everybody, by this time, I'm hoping that you have hit like and shared, and that you've already decided what level that you're going to be donating at in just a few minutes. In about 45 minutes, 9:15, we're going to do that. But I got to teach so that you can be sowing with intention. All right. Okay. So I was a little bit torn on how to get this out. If you were on the prayer line on Friday, you heard me drop a few words that all started with the letter M as I talked about man. And there were so many things that I wanted to go into, but the Spirit kept bringing me back to how the last 3 Mays of the last 3 years, I'm always in a conversation about the mastery. And it came back to me to stay with that, stick with that, and then look through the lens of that over the next 30 days. And I did. And when I began to look, I began to hear the prophetic word. So let me share with you, let me share with you what the Spirit said concerning the month of May. May is as a new day. May is a new moment that you must master. Put in the chat, I must master this moment. And then say it out of your mouth if you're watching. I must master this moment. The Spirit says, in this month, I desire you to partner with me more intentionally around the purposes and intentions of your Creator as it relates to why you were born at this moment. You were born for a specific reason. And there's a reason that you were born at this time and you weren't born in the early 1900s or 1800s. You are here intentionally for a specific reason. And the month of May is as a new day, and it is a moment that the Spirit is saying we must master, partner with Father God, and begin to get into the core reason of why we are here. If I were to ask you a question right now, and this is a question you do not answer one time. This is a question that every time it comes up, you answer. And it comes out of your clarity and out of your process and out of your journey. Why are you here? And what must you do? Put in the chat, why am I here and what must I complete? We're distracted really by our loves, by our things, what we have materially. And when I say loves, that could be lovers, it could be mama's love, daddy's approval. It could be the lover that we always pray for. But we get distracted by this life. And that is the thing I love about Buddhism, because they teach the law of detachment. And I think in Christianity, especially Western Christianity, we teach faith, funds, finance, all as one thing. It's almost like your faith and your finances are like a religion. And That's what I see in this new Christianity. But what I want to see happen in your life, I want to see you get very intentional about your work. Why am I here? What must be completed by me? You need to know it. And this is a question that you need to answer ever so often. And it comes out of your journey and out of your processes. Why am I here and what must I complete? You got to answer that question at 20 years old, 30 years old, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. If you're still breathing, you're here for a reason. And you need to be very clear about that and wake up every day with the intention of completing it all. You're here for a reason. You're in the month of May 2026 for a specific reason. And the Spirit of God and the Spirit that is in you, the spirits of those that came before you and the spirits that assist you, the angels of your assignment, desire that you, in this month of May, master this moment. And everybody's going to be helping you. I have a responsibility. If I receive your Terum, I'm your personal prophet. So I'm going to do my part. And you can just about 100% of the time depend on me to do my part. I'm going to always do my part. But then you got to do your part. And you must partner with the Spirit of God that is in you, God that is inside, the angels of your assignment, and the ancestral assistance that comes out of the astral plane, the ancestral plane, excuse me. Work with all of that, your spirit team, and begin to complete your why you are here. Beginning in this month of May, let's finish this prophecy. The Spirit says, in this month, I desire you to partner with me more intentionally around the purposes and intentions of your Creator as it relates to why you were born at this moment. In the month of May, your life's mission, commission, and position must be considered and then reconsidered until alignment is made for it to manifest. For what to manifest? Your why, your purpose. Growth will be sustained. This is a prophetic promise for May 2026 forward. Your growth will be sustained. I'm talking to every business owner. I'm talking to MBN Network Global and its partners. I'm talking to every person that is a reformer and a part of Reformation. Growth will be sustained. Hallelujah. Now, if we was at church right then, that's when the Hammond go in, the drums go, Carrie starts running, Marco starts shouting. Everybody just starts. You know how it happens at Reformation. And remember now, Reformation is coming up. It's coming up, and you do not want to miss Reformation. Hallelujah. It's going to be really good. May the 24th through the 26th. That's Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Same time we met this morning. Reformation Experience in Atlanta. Do not miss it. Go ahead and sign up. Let me know you're going to be there on Sunday morning. The reformationexperience.com so we can have your seat ready. And you can make sure that you come ready to learn. Look at all these classes. It's all about taking your brand and business global. So it's extremely important that you understand and that you're very clear about what the Spirit is promising in this part of the prophecy. Growth sustained. growth, sustain. What is it? Did I say May for Reformation? I meant July. I'm glad I put the visual up. July the 24th through the 26th. Put in the chat, growth shall be sustained. Growth shall be sustained. Let's look back at the prophecy now. Thank y'all for correcting me on that. Growth will be sustained, increased, managed. Multiplication through structure and increased management and maintenance of the self begins this month. Okay, so all of you that have been back and forward with your health regimen, this is the month to lay a line of demarcation, a boundary, and to set a goal around anything concerning self-care, self-awareness, self-management, and self-maintenance. Have you noticed there's been a struggle in that area of just doing well by yourself and to yourself? Well, the month of May, there is a ease in it when it comes to self-care, self-reform, self-growth, self-management, changing of diet, changing of regimen. That is here in this month for you. Become aware of it in this moment and begin to pull on that divine assistance that is coming from the Spirit to assist you in you fleshing out what the Creator desires for you to do and to be and complete in this month. So I heard that prophetic word, and then I began to think on some text that just ran through my mind. And the first text that came through my mind, and we'll use it as a base text in all month, 1 Corinthians 9:25, King James Version, it says, every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. What must I do this moment called May? I must master this moment. Every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So let's look at mastery. What is mastery? Mastery is the discipline ability. What kind of ability? A disciplined one. Mastery is the discipline ability to correctly read, respond to, and manage what is happening in real time. I want you to be very clear that it's happening. Read what you're talking about. Everything I've been prophesying over the last few years about what we were coming into, that, and this, that, and two. It's happening. We're in that moment right now. The seismic global shift that we began to talk about in Reformation a few years ago is happening. We're further along in this. Remember Pluto, 20-year transit? That's one of the planets that we're paying attention to now. And these planets we're going to be paying attention to all the way to about 2045. Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, Saturn, these main four. There are a few others, Jupiter, Mars, but these are, and Chiron. These are the main four that we're looking at. And just hours ago, Uranus finally completely came out of Taurus and is now sitting where it's supposed to be. Uranus is sitting now in Gemini as of April the 26th. And it was in Taurus for 7 years. So I declare and I decree that the chaotic energy that is not easily managed, that is in the bull, Taurus, that has been active for 7 years and is now over, I say that in your life, I speak prophetically, and in my life, the chaos has now ended, and that power, you and I, that is upon us, is moving out of that chaotic space and going into more structure. And that's going to cause success for us to happen at an accelerated rate because it's a power shift. We're taking the power out of chaos and bringing it into structure. And that always breeds success. So mastery is the disciplined ability to correctly read, respond to, and manage what is happening in real time. It is happening right now at the political level, at the social level, on the global stage and national stage. It's happening in real time. And mastery is the disciplined ability to correctly read that and respond to that and manage that is happening in real time. Mastery is awareness, interpretation, regulation, execution, and consistency. Awareness, seeing the moment clearly. Do you see what it is? Do not just the political and the national and the wars, Middle East stuff, but in your life. Are you seeing this moment clearly? Are you seeing it clear? What is this moment? Why is this moment? What is this moment? Are you aware? And do you understand what this moment is? And this moment that can be unnerving. Do you have regulation over your nervous system? Do you have regulation over your behavior? How are you showing up in this moment? Are you showing up as the chaotic bull? Or are you regulating in a way to where now you can, mastery is execution, acting correctly within this moment, being consistent in this moment? Because your money may not be consistent. Your relationship may not always be in a great, wonderful, peachy, smiley, huggy, kissy space. But can you maintain and be consistent in spite of the element, in spite of the weather, in spite of the condition? Can you do it repeatedly, consistently? Mastery. You know the difference between someone that is successful and somebody that's not? Of course, information, but it also deals with that ability to be consistent. There's some very, very successful people who aren't that talented. They're not as talented as you are, but they're more consistent. They work harder. You have more talent, but they have technology, tact, tenaciousness. Talent ain't enough. Talent is not enough in the world of mastery. This is the mastery level that you've got to acquiesce to in May. And that makes you a master, a burgeoning master. Let's look at what a master is. What is a master? A master is a person who has trained themselves to consistently handle moments correctly under pressure. You see here? What is a master? I'm doing the thing consistently, what I do well, in spite of what I feel, in spite of what has happened. I'm going to maintain consistency. That's mastery level character. That's what masters are made of. I've trained myself to be consistent, even in the moments where it's hard. Mm. Come on, those of you in relationships, you've made a decision. I'm going to love you unconditionally. That don't mean I'm going to take your shat, but it does mean I'm going to love you unconditionally. And I'm going to do 100 talks, 100 conversations. I may even have to do 100 I'm sorry's. But I'm going to consistently keep getting back up in this relationship. We said I do. Or maybe we didn't say I do, but you got a relationship that's just as important. You know, a marriage contract and a marriage covenant, two different things. But I'm going to keep trying at this because I signed up until death do us part. This is a covenant friendship. Remember the 5 different types and kinds of friendship, right? Down there, it talks about covenant inner circle friendships. And that happens to be what? Number 5 in this 5th month. So I'm going to consistently do what I do in spite of what is happening. That's a master. And that's who you're becoming. That's who you are becoming. I want you to put in the chat, I am a master. Phew. I am a master. I'm being made. I'm advancing. I'm growing. I'm being processed. I'm mastering mess. I'm mastering messages. As a master, I'm becoming a messenger. I am a master. Make sure you're saying that out of your mouth and not just typing it in the chat. I am a master. A master is a person who has trained themselves to consistently handle moments correctly under pressure. A master does not panic under pressure. A master does not overact emotionally. A master does not move without instruction. A master does not waste time, energy, or opportunity. A master produces results through discipline, not feelings, because feelings are fleeting. Unless or until feelings are, listen to me, unless or until feelings are managed, they cannot be used to bring the future into fruition. Your feelings are fleeting, but your feelings are tied into your desire, which is a divine power in the process of manifestation. So I don't want you to throw away your feelings. I want you to master them so that you can use them to manifest your prophetic future. A master produces results through discipline, not feelings. Because feelings go up, feelings go down. But consistency is a character trait of a master. Now, I want you to understand something. This your soul got to get. If it doesn't, and you happen to pass 45 years old, 85 years old, 93 years old, and you've not become, then you're going to go into another experience until you do. Now, we know about 100 years ago, somewhat due to science, but more so due to control, they came up with heaven and hell as these been the places you go to. Now, the concept is true, meaning that there is a something after this. Now, what they have explained it as. It just made it up because nobody really knows, except from the spirits that come back and talk to us about the beyond. Science, the observable universe, they say there has to be some far, far something that we can't even see, that the light from the bodies in our universe, billions of stars and billions of galaxies, that has a light and it goes but so far. Beyond that is black. So there's a little bit of that concept of not knowing that comes from science too, that there is something else. And then there's somebody, something that put all these billions of stars and galaxies in position, and gases and lights and fire and the sun, and millions of years old. Something, it's the God particle. So there is a space where science and faith shakes hands, but the way that religion have structured heaven and hell is for the purpose of controlling your actions here. But you're here for a moment. May is this moment, and you must get into the intents and purposes that the spirit in you will cause you to know the divine mind of God. You must get into that and begin to flesh that out and live your life with that being your daily purpose, your daily goal. Because your soul got to get this lesson in this experience so that your next one, I'm talking very Egyptian and from ancient Kemet, so that when your soul transitions, that it is wealthy enough to go to its next experience versus having to repeat an experience on this planet or on another. Mastery. You must master yourself, your money, this climate, this political space. Master being an American citizen. How to be an upstanding American citizen, a rich American citizen, an influential American citizen, an American citizen with power and wealth. Master this experience. Got to master it. The Spirit said, master it in a way that you have not prior to the month of May. See May as a new day. For the Spirit says May is a new day, and it is a new moment that you must master. So I'm bringing you into the consciousness of a master so that this entire month you're moving masterfully. Put in the chat, I move masterfully all month long. I move masterfully all month long. I move masterfully all month long. All right. Let's look at this other text that is found in the Gospel of Thomas, saying number what? 5. Here we are again. Know what is before your face. Now, this text is layered, and it's talking about the importance of knowing the self as the self and beholding others and other things and situations as they truly are. And it's suggesting that if I am not clear about myself, then I have no ability to bring myself into the clarity awareness that I need when dealing with other people, places, and things. So my ability to navigate this space called May is directly connected to my ability and my wherewithal to sit with me, to see me, and to face me. Hmm. All right. Okay, so let's look at what we're going to be doing all month long. Let me give you the syllabus for the month. I'm about to do week 1 in just seconds, probably between tonight and Wednesday night. Make sure you are inside of Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live for Wednesday. Okay, so let's get into the syllabus. See, week 1. Okay, week 1. Here we go. Understanding the moment. I've already started doing this already. Talking about the global shift, defining the moment. I'm gonna go more into that, and the astrology and the numerology that's tied to May, the number 5, and to this moment. So I'm gonna complete this in just a few minutes. I'm already halfway through that. Week 2, that's next Sunday. Now, we will not be on the main platform unless something tells me to do so. It's going to be inside Patreon. So make sure you text the word Reformation to 888 982 3820. The word Reformation. All right, so week 2, managing the mind, mastering the mind, basically. Mental discipline, emotional control, the demands of the moment. And I'm gonna mention a few of the demands of the moment today, because the moment May is the moment. Week 3, movement plus positioning. So we're going to talk about strategic action, professional decisions, and avoiding mismanagement. That week, and text me this, Kendall, I'm going to also tell you the jobs, which I already have, but I do have more technology. I mean, more information now. The jobs that are going to be going in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, and 10 years. So if you're in those fields, you can begin a exit strategy and a plan, because what? We got to master the moment. And week number 4 is multiplication plus management, money, structure, and sustained growth. Now, let me say this. If you're watching me and you don't have a coach, you don't have a person that is like coaching you along the way, you don't have a community, you need to consider not just joining Patreon, but you need to consider getting in the celestial circle. Now, let me explain. You watching now, that makes you a viewer. You come into Patreon, you become an LRLO. Then if you're always on Sunday and Wednesday, you're donating and you're sewing and you're interacting in the chat, eventually you go into the MBNG partner program, and that's a community. But the celestial circle is where you really need to get. And if you're watching me and you say, I want to become a part of the celestial circle. Oh, and I also, Dr. Reid, can you see for me and send me a prophetic word? I know you said if I do the super seed this morning, you'll do that. Well, if you join Celestial Circle, you go to mbnnetworkglobal.org, click Celestial Circle, sign up. Whatever year we in is what the donation is. It's $2,026. So, of course, that's way more than the super seed this morning. So you will hear from me. You will also be put into an orientation. Eventually, you will have access to the Celestial Circle. Let me tell you what you get for the 2026. Not only do you get everything from me that whoever does, $555.55 this morning, but you're going to also be able to take my 6-part course, School of Prophets and Mystics. It is an amazing course. Every Celestial Circle member have access to it. I just redone it, and I'm in the middle. Well, not in the middle. I'm almost at the end of teaching it. But if you do the 2026 by becoming a Celestial Circle member. You will get lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4 instantly, and you'll be able to participate in session number 5 and 6, and make sure you end up at Reformation when we do our prophetic activations. You do not want to miss those classes. To see people learn how to move with their gift that God has given them. I ain't give it to them. I can't do that. But I can help you with what you already got. And blindfold and begin to tell the future and aspects and how people look, the standing behind them, and people learning the vibration of certain colors, and we put the color in their hand and they start learning how to do. You don't want to miss that. But first you need to get the education in the school of prophets and mystics. And you can do that by becoming a Celestial Circle member. In addition to that, yes, this is like worth about $25,000, but we do it for $2,025, a $2,026 donation. Band. It's a 12-week coaching program. Those of you talking about, oh, Dr. Reid, I wish you can coach me. Well, I'm doing group coaching and it is working well. 12 sessions. When you do the $2,026, you get the first two from January the 14th and 21st. I had a person that was in a 4-year coaching program. After the second class says, I've got more in these 2 sessions than I did in 4 years. And we're not talking about a young person. We're talking about somebody that got been around this earth for a while. Got some stuff to compare to. So $2,026 not only will get you this entire course to participate, but you'll get the first 2 sessions of the band coaching session. And you need to be in it absolutely. And becoming a Celestial Circle member, when you meet us at Reformation, you have special seating and you have access to all of these classes. Celestial Circle member get to come to all real estate, AI, women in the corporate space, social media and podcasting. I'm doing that class along with somebody else going to teach you what I know. You don't want to miss anything on the health and wellness, the brain and mind and spirituality. You get all of that. Now, if you go to church this morning and they stir you up real good and you give a $2,026 seed, that's going to be it. And you go back to your seat and God going to bless you. But that's not what we do here. Because this is really a spiritual university. And so what I want to do is to make sure I put so much teaching inside of you, you dizzy. And this happens when you become a patron. See, they didn't tell you this. When you become a patron, inside Patreon, I have populated up under the collections tab teachings on comparing Western Christianity and African spirituality, teachings on the Teruma, explaining to you the health and wellness plan that we all follow as, patrons of the LRL platform, and the financial wellness plan, and so much more, tongues and prophecy and things that you probably have heard before, but I teach them from a African lens. So you're going to hear it in a way you haven't heard before. So you got all of that. If you sign up for Patreon, $12, you get all of that immediately. That's a lot. And I'm glad we do that. Pat on the back. We giving a whole lot over here. So at the patron level, you can begin to re-educate yourself. But if you embrace that Celestial Circle, you're going to a whole nother level. And then the next level after that is Celestial Circle Gold. And then the next level is the Masters. I'm the only master right now, but I'm looking for the masters that are watching me, and you just sitting in somebody's church. You probably ain't going to church no more because you done got clear on that and graduated the 4-wall experience. Well, get into this spiritual university and go through all of those phases. Come on into Celestial Circle. All right? What we making masters. And May is about the mastery. Yeah. It's about the mastery, but you got to do your work now. Ain't no hand holding. Ain't no hand holding. I'm going to sit right here in this chair. I'm going to tell you what the Spirit told me and teach you, then you're going to take it and work it. If it's like college. See, church is like grade school. It's almost like daycare, if you ask me. And I'm going to tell you what truth is. You go in there, and the praise and worship team, the preacher, everybody got pacifier put in your mouth. And then they pull the pacifier out so you can cry or praise break, and then they put it back in there. I mean, okay. All right. Now, let me get back to what I was saying. Okay, so those of you that are just coming in, make sure you hit like and hit share. And we are in the theme, Mastering This Moment. May is the moment. And I want you to make sure you're here. And about 10 minutes, we're all going to support right here. In fact, we can go ahead and start doing this. Drop the Taruma link and the donation link. And then put in the chat, because I'm looking for 55 people to do the partner seed. I'm looking for 5 people to do the high performer, 5 people to do the stakeholder, and 5 people to do the super seed this morning. And 5 new Celestial Circle members. That's $2,026. Remind me, Kendall, to get a graphic for that, for just that. Come and do that all month long with that offer. So they'll get the School of Prophets. They get the School of Prophets and Mystics course, and they get 2 of the band. So I just need a thumbnail made that talks about what you get for a $2,026 donation. And we get Clyde to do that, so I can put that up, okay? All right. Those of you that are coming in, I gave the whole syllabus for the month. Look on your screen, you'll see it week 2, week 3, and week 4. And make sure you screenshot what is mastery. I'm gonna give you a minute to get that. Screenshot what is a master. And this is our main text for the entire month. And this is our second text from the Gospel of Thomas, saying number 5. Know what is before your face. All right, just a little bit more. Talk a little bit more and share this. So let's be very clear in defining this moment. This moment is not random. This is not a random moment. This moment is a bit of a convergence point, because this is a moment of information. It's also pressure. There's opportunity in this moment, and there's exposure in this moment. And really, this is the energy of 2026, actually. A convergence point. We've been calling 2006 the... What did I say? 6. Well, I meant 2026. Yeah. No, I'd be just saying some of everything. We call this month, this year, the turning point, the tipping point, but that's because it's a convergence point, a converging of lots of information. Some is not true. Pressure, it's just personal, and it's also national and global. Opportunity, even in a recession, typically millionaires are made more often in recessions. And exposure, we're finding out things we did not know from the top to the bottom. So this is the moment where what you know meets what you do. What you've been given meets how you manage it. What is happening globally meets how you respond personally. We're in this convergence of sensitives and necessary. See, you don't control time, but you're responsible for how you handle moments. You can't control what is happening most of the time, but you can control response. This moment, call me, moving forward, will either make you or mismanage you. You see that? So either you're going to get involved in the layered processes that create a master, or either this moment is going to mismanage you and just in a very, very disrespectful way. If you misread the moment, you will mishandle the opportunity that is inside this moment. In every pain, there is a power. In every pain, there is a purpose. All ridiculousness has a space in it where there's reason. And this moment shouldn't be misread. If you do, you're going to mishandle the opportunity inside of this multifaceted moment. So, what is happening in this moment? Systems are shifting. That's money, power, tech, war posture, information control, systems shifting, air traffic control, shifting of systems, travel. What's happening in this moment? Confusion and conflicting narratives are increasing in this moment. What else is happening in this moment? Change at an accelerated rate is happening in this moment. What else is happening in this moment? Exposure is happening in this moment. Another thing that is happening in this moment, restructuring. What? The restructuring of old systems. And old structures themselves are weakening. What else is happening in this moment? Opportunity. That's what the celestial circle is. It's an opportunity. An opportunity that you can have for yourself. Go to mbnnetworkglobal.org. Click Celestial Circle and sign up. Larry, you said 2026. Well, I want to split it up. Click it and you can split it up when you're in there. Just click the right thing to split it up. But come on. Come to where you belong. In this moment, and this, can we just say this? This is an interesting moment. We ain't gonna call it nothing bad, but it's interesting. It's interesting. There's opportunity. And see, the master will always get the treasure out of the moment because of the discipline that the master embraces and the awareness that the master practices, the blackness that is in the consciousness of the master causes them always to get the treasures in dark places. So another thing that is in Taurus, you got the bull, but you remember also you got the flip, which is the cow. So that's the matriarch. The bull, chaotic, hard to control. The cow, matriarchal, managing energy. So Taurus is going to always be one or the other as relates to money. Either they're going to be chaotic, spacey, use money for materials and just heap upon themselves things to wear and eat to make them feel some form of control, or they're going to be matriarchal, patients, great managers of money, and key builders, especially when it comes to a building leader. So there's that. It's the shadow side, and then the classical trait. Where Taurus influence, we're in it right now because it's early May. So this is a great time to sit down and say, this is what I'm going to do with my money, and this is what I'm not going to do with my money. This is what I'm going to do with my time, and this is what I'm not going to do with my time. For us all, this is the perfect time for that. I went to go see the Michael Jackson movie yesterday, and a lot of you don't know, but those in Celestial Circle do know, especially the advisory board, that I went like 2 or 3 years with nothing. And then I began last September to receive. And what I have been receiving, I haven't even been able to use for me because I didn't have boundaries for many years, didn't start creating boundaries until 2022. So a lot of people have benefited multiple millions from me. There are people that aren't around anymore who never paid rent because I paid it for them, who had mortgages that I paid, who had car notes that I paid. I did it all out of my heart and a heart of love. But looking back now, I'm like, man, somebody should have told me. And I'm not saying that my best friend didn't, because he always was telling me stuff. But you know how we do. Once you're familiar with somebody, you think that they're saying it because that's just how they are. But I watch MJ, Michael Jackson, struggle with his call to stand on his own 2 feet and go a different way than his religious family wanted him to go, which is what I did. But he loved his family. And he was a different person. He liked animals. He would go sit and talk to children that were sick in children's hospital. He made animals his friends. He made his fans his friends. I did the same thing. Left home. 17 years old. Lived on my own ever since. And whoever I was called to minister to, or who sang in my choir, or who joined my church, that became my family for many, many years. So I saw that similarity there, and I saw him give himself to his fans, his chosen family, and to his blood family. As I went along, I began to, help my family back home, which is noble, proper, and right if you love. You've seen Black athletes, the first thing to do buy mama a house. That's just how we are. But him giving himself over to those that wanted him, particularly his dad, that last tour, caused an injury, according to the movie, which ministered to me. I only care if the facts ain't right. That hit me. That injury caused him to then medicate his pain that ultimately caused him to die too early. See, Whitney passed on time. Michael died too early. And that was because he ultimately didn't put himself first. You saw his dedication to his calling. Boy, if that ain't Larry Reid, to me, telling myself I'm this. He would speak to himself, you can do it, you are this, you that. But not having worth inside. So if you got that worth inside, that's where the boundaries come from. That didn't happen in my life till 22. 2022. This is 2026. I'm 48 years old. When I saw that, I'm not saying nobody prophesied different to me prior, because when I look through my text, my own personal wellness thread that's in my community of therapists and social workers, the advisory board members, many of them have said things to me. And of course, my best friend, Shamako, and Lord, the main one, Lisa Dunn, my former wife, would tell me, I mean, from the time we got married to just the other day. And I made a decision then. I said, oh no. Y'all, there was still stuff taking, there is still stuff taking about 70% of what I make. But I got out of that movie. What am I talking about? Taurus, the first part of May. It's a great time to make some money, structure changes. I made a voicemail and sent it out to people who I still got apartments in my name. I'm still paying part rent. You say still paying part. I was paying the whole thing. I just recently done the part, but I thought that was the negotiation. But I need to get out all of this. Car notes that I pay for people I bought cars, you know. But I don't make what I used to make. We're in a whole different time. We're in a different moment. And every moment has certain moves that you need to make in that moment for the success of the moment. And I've literally been making the wrong move in several moments for several years. One condo I pay for, I already talked to them, say you need to go sell that. So that should be happening soon. But these others, I said, September the 30th, you got 4 months. Now somebody else would say, oh my God, why you giving that long? I've learned some things. You create enemies that way. Although I'm gonna tell you how I would have handled it. When I got that yesterday, I would tell everybody that's it. And that would have been it. But when you're dealing with people, granted, I deserve that. I need that actually. Because we're talking thousands of dollars that will free me up to where I can then begin to plan for retirement. I'm 48 and I can't retire right now. And because of some decisions I made over the last 4 or 5 years, I can't retire right now. I would have been able to retire right now. I want you to hear that. I would have been able to retire. I still be doing this, but I'm saying financially, I wouldn't have to. So that's like a moment of clarity when I saw that in that visual. Y'all do know that the most powerful prophets are writers in Hollywood. Y'all measure these prophets in the church. That jurisdiction is not even that expansive. The most powerful, most expansive representation of the office of the prophet are going to be the writers of songs, movies, laws, policy. This is the right time for you to say no. This is the right time for you to say, that's it, I choose me. This is the right time to go to ichooseme.store, get that t-shirt, or however you want to get it. It's all different colors, V-necks, cruise shirt. It's a luxury line, urban, and put it on and wear it out until you become the no. It says my answer is no, and I choose me. Why? Because this moment called May is requiring me to master me. I've got to master me. in this moment. So Taurus says, make structural money changes. And let me give you some examples of that. You've been taking care of your parents physically. Now you're physically sick. You've been taking care of your loved ones financially, and now you need money. You've been running back and forth to family reunion every month to your aunt's house. Now you don't have the extra, what we call this, that's air quotes, money to do it anymore. Look at how you have handled yourself prior to May. You must say no. I'm not telling you not to take care of your parents, but you got to take care of you first. I don't know what that's going to look like for your parents. Maybe hire a nurse. I don't know. But you are here in this moment called May for a particular reason. There's something you got to do. You're in this existence of 2026, this epoch, this era. You could have been born another time, but you're here now. Why? Why? What is it? You may have to do like I've done in prayer, especially a teenager. What you want? Why am I here? Why I feel this? Why I think this way? Why can I sing and they can't? And why I'm able just to pick up playing the organ and the piano and the drums and they've been trained? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to be world renowned? Do I make music for everybody or just for gospel? These are conversations that you need to begin to have from a black space. If you hear at the top, you know what I mean. From a black space, begin to inquire. So Taurus influence right now, the first part of the month, is to stabilize money and structure. Then we're going to go into the sun, going to go into Gemini. That's information, decisions, and movement. And that 5 is movement. 5 symbolizes movement, change, and it also symbolizes instability. So when you see the number 5, that's symbolizing instability, but instability like versatility. And so it calls for structure. You can only win at 5 if you've got the order from 4. 4 is order. Then 5 comes into the versatility, and it comes into that movement and that change. So you have to secure the structure at the 5 space because you're going to be in movement, and the moves need to be masterful. The change needs to be happening masterfully, so that there can then be expansion at the 5. 5. 5 is mastery. Think the number 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 sits between the 4 and the 6, the number of man, 4 order. This is the mastery. And then that 7 is a completion cycle. So mastery is actually a part of the completion of your overall profile or your overall identity. This is where you become a master. This is where you become a master. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So that 5 in numerology deals with movement and transition. Now, and just so happen, which isn't always the same, this is why you as Black people, I'm not talking just about skin, but vibration and frequency and consciousness and awareness. That number 5, let me define it from a Pan-African lens. And it happens to agree. with what I've already said, because of course I pull from that. So 5 deals with movement and transition. It deals with the active person in motion in the Pan-African spiritual systems. The human agency actively in motion. It deals with balance under pressure, the number 5. 5 symbolizes change that must be managed. Now, I didn't even connect all of this in my head before I got the prophetic point of the month, which is mastering this moment. So all this information I'm giving you is when I went to check and to pull information around this prophetic thing. Change that must be managed. 5 also symbolizes the bridge between spirit and a matter. Are you hearing me? So this space, this month of May, is a very important month as relates to spiritual activity. Because that 5 is a bridge between spirit and matter. You know, praying is literally forming spirit into matter, using the mouth to manifest in your house what lives in spirit. It's about making imagine things reality. Those things imagined are made matter. Those things imagined are made material. The governing laws of May, and then we're going to begin to worship with our giving and seed. So these are the demands of this moment. 5 words: execution, structure, restraint, discipline, and clarity. Now, April, that initiation energy, that pop off, that thing, now it's not going nowhere. Because remember, April and May says see it as a day. Now you're going to harness that. You're going to harness that and practice restraint and discipline. Now you have a power that is behind you in the month of May to master. May isn't asking how gifted and how powerful you are. May is asking how governed are you? You see. What you consistently manage becomes your tomorrow. If you consistently manage your money, then there will be money to manage tomorrow. Your future will be decided by what you consistently manage. And there's no way around it. Either manage it or you lose it. In discipline. Write that word. I won't say it enough. Write that in the chat. Not just the word, but the whole statement I'm going to make. In discipline. Fastest way to misread a divine moment. In discipline. The fastest way to misread a divine moment. The lack of discipline around data collection, the lack of discipline around study, the lack of discipline around money, the lack of discipline around your health can make you miss a moment. So you may want to go to the service where there's a healer so you can get your body healed. But that changes nothing. The change is whatever you did or neglected to do that created the need for the miracle. See, masters do not teach or practice lifestyles that need miracles. Miracles are for the indisciplined, the undisciplined, the unbelieving. We don't live in that world. We're masters. So we practice technologies, principles, restraint, discipline from what has been revealed to us, revelation. Masters are revelation based. And then we implement these things for success. Your moment is literally your decision. No decision, then you are sitting in indecisiveness as a moment. Larry, why are you reacting off of what you say? Because it ain't, I don't be planning to say it. The Spirit put it in my mouth and it'd be good to me. What is your moment? Your moment is your decision. And your decision decides the moment. So since there's no decision here, so you're sitting in indecisiveness as a moment. Whew. There's no discipline. So you're sitting in an undisciplined space as a moment. Your awareness. What is your moment? Are you in awareness? If you're not in awareness, then you're sitting in a space to where you self-sabotage because you are not aware of yourself. That's not a demon doing that to you. That's not a spirit doing to you. God ain't doing it to you. You have done it to you. Your only enemy in life is you. There is no devil if you are a disciple. The only devil there is indiscipline or being undisciplined. And that is you. So there really is no disembodied spirit that needs to be cast out of you. You just need to change your mind, and that changes your moment. I'm going to say this, and then we're going to go wait till week 2 because I read too much. Focus, bring a lot of focus around what's happening in your mind. Pay attention to your habits, what you do continually. I'm giving you your focus areas for this month. Your mind, what's going on in your mind. And you may need a therapist with that, a friend, a conversation, or several conversations to really get into all of that. Your habits, which you may need a therapist to help identify them, or a close friend to say, okay, this is what you do habitually. Emotional control. These are your focus areas for May. For self-management. Now, week 2, we're going to go further. And I didn't stay astrological and numerology. I didn't do a lot of that today. I did a little bit because I've been doing that a lot heavy. But you're very clear about the sun moving through Taurus into Gemini. You're very clear about Uranus out of Taurus into Gemini and what that means. In this month of May, we're going to see some masterful moves that shall open the way for some conversations to be had that have not been had on at the political level in this country and globally. I see movement happening in May. This is the month that possibly the war can end. Now, there will still be a little proxy stuff going on, popping up. And I hate to say it because that's when I want to be in Dubai. Around September, October time, I'm going to be there regardless. I don't care. I done got used to the booms over my head or whatever. But that is what May has in store for us. And then we're going to move into the time of the J's, which is June and July, which I've already prophetically told you what's going to happen then. But I'll be back to discuss it. If you heard something today that impacted you, you got anything from it, at least do $55.55. There's a link that says MBN Network Global. That is where you put this. The other link says Teruma. And that actually is what you give to the personal prophet, to the priest directly. Some of you, I see it, I know Glow, every time I see her, I don't see her but a few times a year. And every time she comes with all this paperwork and all these terumas that I have to sort. Because that is the way that they did it in customary. You brought it to the priest. But we live in a different time now. So I want you to look at this. And then with the links in the chat, don't send the master seed to Teruma. Send it to where it says donate to the MBN Global, okay? And these are the ways that you're able to do it. On the left is the Teruma. On the right is where you put your master seed. All month master seed. We are striving for what? The mastery. We're striving for what? The mastery. Every man that's striving for the mastery is temperate in all things. So being undisciplined is not an option this month. Go ahead and set your goal. When you sow this master seed, expect all of the powers, enablements, and energies that come from God to assist you in becoming the master in these areas. Shantae Hart, I received your super seed on Saturday. So you're already number one on my list. The moment you decide what level you're going to give at, please put it in the chat. I know some of you already have, so that I can begin to recognize. Lisa Parks has done a super seed. You're number one for today. Some of you don't want to do it publicly, so you're texting me and telling me versus putting it in the chat, and that's okay. So add another super seed, Kendall. I see one. And that's fine if you select the circle and you don't want people to know your business. Or some of you, your former pastor might be watching and you don't want them to see that. You can just text it to me, or when you do it, we'll see it. Remember, in week 3, I'm going to be letting you know what jobs are going to be going and fading at the 3-year mark, 5-year mark, 7-year mark, and 10-year mark, according to astrology or according to whatever the Spirit give me prophetically. All right. Okay, let me acknowledge some of you that have decided to donate to this platform. And as I said, I just received Shantae's super seed from last week. So I'll start with you. That goes to last week. Thank you, Michael. No, Michelle. Michelle D. Reid. Are you some can to me? For the Mastering the Moment seed that you sown. I don't know what level it was. Stakeholder seed. First one is Beverly Sweeten. Shamako going to be calling you, Beverly. Dr. Kim Golden, partner seed. Thank you so much. Okay, Michelle Reed was a partner seed, Kendall. We're looking for 55 of them. Master Super Seed Latina is the, what's that, the second Super Seed? The third. Who were the first two? The Shantae's not to be added to this week's list. She's from last week. She done it on Saturday, so that's last week. So we got 2 for this week. Crystal Mason Williams, partner seed, thank you. Granville and his wife, Rashida Batson, stakeholder. Thank you. Mother Irene, our eldest member in Reformation. She has done the high performer seed. So Shamako's going to be calling you mother. Stephen Clark, thank you, done a high performer seed. So Shamako's going to be calling you. Dorothy Curtis, thank you for partner seed. Mother Ivory, done a high performer. Thank you, Mother Ivory. Vonda, done a super seed. Great. I get to speak with you this week. You did get Lisa Parks, right, Kendall? Linda Pro, doing a partner seed. Thank you. Kendall Peacock, partner seed. William Jones, partner seed. DeQuincia, done a partner seed. I am Dr. Stephanie Lynn. I would like to see your single. Before you get off, I'm going to let you guys hear the single I'm going to be releasing at the end of this month. It's called Ibukum. So I'm Stephanie Lynn. We are accepting your partner seed in Taruma. And as your personal prophet and your coach and saying, get to darn work. I want to hear the single. Sheba, partner seed. Thank you so very much. Thank you for your seed in Zari's Angel. Thank you so much for your seed, Angela Anderson. Super seed, I get to speak to Erica. Move or be moved. Erica Counts, Master Seed, Super Seed. Thank you so very much. Another super seed, but they didn't want to put it in the chat. Add that. I see it. I love you too. You'll be hearing from me this week. And I see some others that are coming in, but you just don't want to put it in the chat. I understand because we are on the public platform. Julie Alexander done a high performer seed. Thank you so much. Another high performer seed, Rhonda Jones. Thank you so much. We have all our high performers, but we can add on in there. We got 2 stakeholders, right? So we need 3 more of them. And we have all our super seeds. Now we got to have 55 people to do $55.55. We're a little less than 55 because some of you already done did it. We just need 45 more and 3 stakeholders. So 45 partner seeds and 3 stakeholders. If you are watching us, if you make a decision to do the stakeholder seed, you're going to hear from one of the 2 prophets that are in there are several prophets in this community, but only a few that be on the line, 2 that be on the line. You make a decision to stakeholder seed, he will be contacting you. And we need 3 more of them. We need 45 more partners. And if you say, you already got your super seed, but I'm going to do another one, thank you so much. That helps us if we don't get the right amount of stakeholders and partner seeds. So remember, this moment has been defined by your action. Did you just watch and receive and then just gonna walk away and nothing? That tells the universe and everything that's looking and beholding our action that you're a taker. So don't come to take us. But when you are a giver, the hand is open, not just for you to give, but it is prophetic of the harvest that you're going to receive. Seed, pass through time, then harvest. So the hand is open to give it, and the hand is open to receive, because there is no such thing of sowing and not reaping. And it happens whether you're sowing a good thing or a bad thing, whether you're sowing money or talking crazy out the side of your neck. Every thought, word, and deed is a seed. I repeat, every thought, word, and deed is a seed. So that means if you do a super seed, if you do the 2026 by going to the website, become a Success Circle member, but then your actions behind it betray the seed. See, that is where we get into mismanagement and misalignment. So if I sow the seed, and I'm calling it a master seed, but then I leave this moment and live the exact same way, not making no adjustments, I'm betraying my seed that I sowed. I want to see the harvest. So I'm going to sow the master seed. Then I'm going to bring structure under Taurus to my money. I am going to choose me, and my answer is no. All of that aligns you with the seed you sow. Otherwise, you're just giving away your money. That's good for us, but it ain't for you. So make sure that you're very intentional. Sometimes you see people come in the chat. Nikki Ojo do it all the time. She said, I just got here. I'm going to go back and watch so then I can sow with intention. Because I'm really giving you, when I'm teaching you, I'm really giving you the fuel and the ingredients to create a seed. Yeah. Got it? Every thought, every word is a deed. Don't betray your seed. In a relationship, it looked like this. Okay, things aren't good. So let me, even if things are good, you should be consistently seeding in your relationship. I'm gonna end after this. It's 9:55. Thank you, Angela, for your partner seed. Thank you so much. We're still seeing it. In a relationship, seed sowing should be going on all the time. The reality is, the longer that you're in a relationship, the more probable you can begin to be selfish, unappreciative, and you end up developing a black hole in your communication. That void is where there's no more conversation about who the both of you are becoming in real time. So everybody just start acting. Everybody just start holding their role that they agreed to play while they have actually changed inside. So there's a black hole in the communication. You never have that conversation again because maybe it's too embarrassing now, because now you don't like missionary no more. Your spot the move, you want to be doggy style. That may make your spouse feel like you don't want to see their face. Your spouse may want you to do proper cowgirl where you're face to face and not backwards cowgirl if it's like a hookup or not. The point is, communicate in the moment. Seed all the time. Let's make a commitment that in every relationship we're in, we're going to intentionally sow seeds. You look nice today. I love you. A hug. They say we need 8 hugs a day for mental and emotional wellness. Hugs are seed sowing. A text with a heart, seed sowing. Or voice note, I'm just thinking about you versus saying I love you. I just want to tell you I love you. Bye. Relationships have to be managed. There's this one friendship relationship I got with somebody in my life, and they are horrible at keeping their word. Just the other day, they said, I'm going to call you back. Now, every time they say I'm going to call you back, we on FaceTime or WhatsApp, I know they're not going to call me back. But I realized I was contributing to them being the raggedy friend that they are because I wasn't calling them out. So I started calling them out. They started doing better, but still it would drop the ball. I said, okay, so this ain't you. You don't have the capacity to friend with me at that level. So now I don't ever text them and haven't texted them first since July of last year. And then if we're texting back and forth, I don't let the back and forth go, but so long as I know at some point in time in the back and forth, you're going to stop texting and not respond until 9, 15, 24 hours later. I don't like that. So versus me putting my I don't like that on you, which because you're in a relationship with me, you're going to feel forced to change it because you know it hurt my feelings. And you don't mean nothing by it. You just naturally how you are. Versus me putting that off on you for you to end up performing for me for this moment or for 5 years or 10 years or 25 years. I'm just going to watch and see who you are and see what parts match with what I got going on. I don't want you to change nothing. I want you to change for you. But don't be changing because of me. See, 48 taught me that you could express what you need and want so much that people will contort themselves to give you that, especially if being connected to you is so beneficial for them. But at some point in time, that mask gonna break and it's gonna come off. And then you are back at the place of the realization that this person right here is not a fit. But all those years and everything you bought and every place you went in between there, you thinking about that and feeling used. When the reality is that they possibly weren't using you. You just did not know how to deal in that relationship in a way that was respectful to yourself. And so now you hurt and feel used when that's not really the truth. The truth is you pressed them to become an act or character of themselves and not the truth of who they are. So you got to let people be. And then you find out in the moment who they are. Mm-hmm. There's just a little bit of learning out my life for all of you guys. It's 10 o'clock and we're complete. Thank you, Martha Weston, for your partner seed. Christy said, I don't like, Mother Diane said, I don't like that at all. Me neither. Larry, I know people wishing you didn't go see the Michael movie now that they have to pay their own car notes. You came out with that leave me alone spirit. Michael was singing, leave me alone, leave me alone. Yeah. And I just hope everybody understand. If they do not, well, then your friendship was from the beginning. Thank you so much. I am Crystal J for your partner seed. Mm-hmm. This is what I believe. I don't think any of the people I sent the text to feel any kind of way toward me. Because people connection with money and their battles with fear, they probably feel a certain kind of way because of what I said. But I don't think any of these people, at least I hope not, have connected their love and kindness and honor and everything towards me to what I do for them. If they have, then that's okay. September the 30th, Larry, is free, and I'm counting the days down to where what I make, I be able to use for my bills versus, going through what I'm going through now to make it all work. Because I have mortgages and stuff, and that's part of my investment for my retirement. I have to, no, it's me. I have to choose me. Now, if I told you what I generate a month, you'd be like, oh, you do pretty good. But let's suppose I generate $10,000 a month. But if what I got to do is 15 or 25, what kind of situation am I in? What if I make 100,000 a month, but 150 gotta go out? Yeah. See, it's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. You might need to put that in the chat. It's not about what you make, it's about what you keep. Right. And the reality is a lot of us just haven't been thinking in the way that we should have been thinking prior to now. Now we're in a moment globally in this recession to where now we're really feeling it. The reality is we should have made shifts a long time ago. Thank you, Jazz, for your partner seed. Thank you. Mastering me, I see it. Dr. Larry, you cleared up a personal struggle with how I was showing up with two of my friends within my love circle. Clarity has come. Wow. And that's why I do what I do. Thank you, Nikki Ojo, for your partner seed. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, we're going to be dismissed, but I'm going to let you guys hear. It's not fully mixed or mastered, but I'm going to let you hear it. And this is, you're about to hear. The name of it is Ibukon. Ibukun, for those of you that are in the School of Prophets and Mystics class, I talk. I think I mentioned about how the Yoruba language, how many thousands of years old, is one of the older languages in Africa. Africa has so many languages that it speak. But Yoruba, Ibukun in Yoruba means blessing. It means blessing. And so I wrote a song that does nothing but talks about being blessed and blessing after blessing after blessing. And Ibukun is the word that means blessing. And you'll hear that word a few times throughout this song. And actually, the voice that you hear is actually Lloyd, which is one of the contractors in Ghana. And those of you that are donating, remember that you are supporting everything we do there as well. Okay, so this is going to be dropping this month, I think around the 24th. What day is the 24th, Nancy? Is that a Friday? It's a Sunday. So it'll be around the 20. No, I can't do it the 24th because I remember looking at the astrology. What's that Friday? The 29th. So either it's going to be the 22nd or the 29th, but it's going to be in this month. But I'm going to let you guys hear it. I'm going to let you hear it. Okay, the 22nd is the Friday. Okay. The 22nd, oh, we still in Taurus. No, we'll be in Gemini. Yeah, probably will be the 22nd. That's a master number too. Okay. Correct, Cecilia. Right, it gotta be. They were saying that this is really like a bonus track to the Africa is Rising project. All right, so let's listen. And I am gone, I am out. Wool leap of love to you. This is the way I say, take care of yourself. Love, 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 love. And to you, I say, Ibukun. For a while, you guys, that's going to be the way that I'm signing off with Ibukun. And why not we just all, as a Black community, it connects us to the ancient languages of our ancestors from the continent Africa. You just saying blessing. Constance say that all the time. That's how she end a conversation. Blessings. Constance, are you in the chat? The new way you end your conversations, especially with your prophets, you and your husband that relates to the continent Africa, Ibukun. And if she can learn to say that, I might give her $25 because no Constance like me, she can't say some word. Ibukun. 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 Eebookun. Ibukun. Are y'all saying that? Ibukun. Eebookun. Yeah, that's the pronunciation. Ibukun. I'm spelling the enunciation. Are y'all saying it? Oh yeah, y'all said it. It's very interesting and funny. Try it again. Ibukun. 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 You gotta have the kun up a little bit because that's where the inflection goes. Ibukun. Ibukun. Ooh, y'all, I want to hear Constance say it.
Love it. And you're so
Oh, I think I ain't supposed to listen to that. Constance, can you send me a voice note back saying Ibukun? Mako, send me a voice note. You saying Ibukun? I want to hear this. Because see, Mako and Constance is like me when it comes to say certain words. Ibukun. I was looking for this, Lachey. I was looking for this. It should. Eventually, it's just going to click. That's when it settles down in your Black. It settles down in your African history. Ibukun. Nancy, can you say it? Oh my God. Come over here and say this in the mic so they can hear you. Oh, come over here. No, it's just interesting. Step right in the mic. They won't be able to see you. Oh, they will be able to see you when go under the mic. Under the thing. Say the mic.
Ibukum.
Oh, you did better that time. I wish y'all could have heard the first thing he said, Ibukum. Oh my God. It was a country slang on it. Let's see what constant sound.
Ibuku. Ibuku.
Okay. She got it. Marco, did you send me one? Ibukum. Your children got it? You said that's a tongue tipping and say Ibukum. We got to get used to speaking the other language. You remember like a year and a half ago, we all were supposed to personally commit to learning a second language. Maybe the moment is now. Ibukum. Did Marco send me the thing? I got it. Send me your Cash App. She got it. So I got to give her $25. Marco, where Marco at? I think he cooking. Your children saying that, Jazz? Marco, I was calling for you in the chat. What you doing?
I'm behind. I was just you talking.
Oh my God! You got to slide the red thing all the way over. Can you say Ibukum?
Ibukum.
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 Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. That's great. We got it. My second language is learning Capricorn language, which I think I mastered it. I reminded never. Capricorn? I don't know what that is. Oh, you meaning speaking like a Capricorn. That's your sign? He said it's smooth too. Okay, let's go. I'm signing off, but here's the song. And remember, it's not fully completed. It is being fully right.
Now here's the song everyone should sing. I'm not worried about a thing. Yesterday fades, a new day appeared. I'm blessed, yes, I'm blessed this year. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm blessed this year. Oh, I am. We are. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm blessed this year. Say, look at me now. I'm up, I'm alive. Favor on me, yeah. I'm built to survive. Every loss turned into a win. I levels up and I'm coming back again. A little bit louder. I'm blessed this year. Oh, we are. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm blessed this year. Oh, I'm blessed. Say it again. I'm up. I rise. I win. No fear. It's gone. It's clear. Yeah, I got joy. Down in my soul, I got peace. I'm in control. Head to feet. Coming, I'm good. Everything working as it should. Hands to the sky. Raise them up high. I'm blessed this year. Hey, hey, hey. Claim your year. Oh, I'm blessed this year. Hey. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's another chat GPT that I want to introduce to you. And this chat GPT is for those of you that are decolonizing and deconstructing in the world of your faith. As a Christian, we are taught to beg, ask the Lord, the Master, the King, for all of these different things. And that type of praying, we have used it for years, and it has worked because of our intention, but there's a better way to pray. And this new chat GPT is going to transform the way that you pray and help you pray decolonized prayers. This is where you pray with the understanding that God is not outside of you, but operating through you as source, creator, the divine intelligence. Begging is not praying. And begging while you're praying is not the best way to pray. And this chat GPT helps you pray in a way that is both spiritual, technicalized, and empowering, bringing together your mind and your feelings, your energy, your body, all together involved in the manifestation of what you want with your mouth. Your mouth is one of the greatest manifestation tools you have. And this chat GPT is going to teach you how to pray it into form. Download it right now. You see the link, hit the link, and it's going to integrate with your chat GPT